Hey Dallas, in this video I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. My name is Seleni and I work with small business owners across the state of Utah. I'm actually based out of Utah County myself, so I put together a quick custom video for you about your online presence and specifically how you're stacking up against your top competitor. Now, no sales pitch here, just pure value. I'm sure at this point though you're sitting there asking yourself, why would she be doing this? What's the catch here? Those are fair questions. Most local business owners are just too busy running their business. They're swamped with payroll, actually helping customers, answering questions, dealing with employees, just staying on top of jobs. And many times learning how to leverage the internet to benefit their company just gets buried underneath all of the other to-dos. Let's be real, half the time the only reason they haven't hired somebody yet is because they don't know who to trust or who is truly an expert. So that's exactly why I make videos like this. I have found that by giving people an easy, free attack plan of the things that they can do to impact their business for free, it's resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, hey, I like you, Seleni, can you just please handle this for me? So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've heard and you can see that I've got a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if by the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan that I gave you and do it yourself, that totally works for me too. So let me show you the 3 things that MIT can do to get above your competition. So the 3 things we'll cover today is first, content, second, citations, and third, backlinks. So first up is content. So since Google isn't human, it doesn't just know what you do. It has to be told through your content. And content is basically anything that you can see here on your front page that is highlighted. So this can include text, pictures, what the pictures are saved as, and what is behind the pictures. That all can be considered content here. Now, to give you an example of what I'm talking about with the images here, let's go up and find an image. If we come to save one of these, you can see we've got some keywords here, mold inspection and testing Salt Lake. This is great to include a location tag on this one. I think another one that I had seen, so these ones up here, mold samples collection, similarly over here, mold inspection report. These ones are great, and I'm so glad to see that you actually have some sort of like keywords behind this versus just, or like some sort of description versus just, a lot of times we just see numbers or like stock photo, like data saved as. But it's really important here to include detailed descriptions using those location-specific keywords. That's going to help boost your content. So all of these things that we talked about with content are things that the Google bots can read and basically get an idea of what is this business, what services do they offer, what areas are they targeting, and that's all going to position you in the search ranking. So the goal is having unique and authoritative content and making sure you have enough of it to be able to add in the right keywords and key phrases that people are searching for in Google. Most business owners know that they need content on their page. They just don't know that in order to rank #1 on Google for mold testing, you need at least 1,500 to 2,400 words on your homepage. Again, while making sure that it's got the right keywords and key phrases that people are actually searching for. So right now, when I threw in all of your details into this word counter, it looks like yours is sitting around 1,100 to 1,200 words. If we jump over here to one of your other competitors here, BioClean of Utah, when I threw theirs into the same word counter, theirs came out almost 1,700 words. So again, totally beatable, just to increase your content there. Now we're actually going to head over here to one of my tools. This is called Ahrefs. It's a really cool tool. It typically costs a couple $100 a month, but it essentially gives me behind the scene details of what Google's looking at when it comes to ranking a site. It just gives me a pretty good indication of what's working well for you and for your competition. So I ran a quick scan on your competition here again. Initially, we can see this overview. We can see how many keywords are being found on their website and how much traffic that is driving into their website every month. And we're going to actually dive a little bit deeper and look at these keywords, and we can see the exact keywords that they're ranking for and what customers are searching for every month. Now, as you can see, we've got a lot of keywords here. We want to be focusing on ones that are very location specific. So I love seeing ones that are like Salt Lake City, Utah, or Utah. And we can see, for instance, whoops, didn't mean to click that. Let's go back. Okay, mold inspection, Salt Lake City. 100 people are searching for that every month. Mold testing, Utah, 150 people searching for that. They're jumping in that 3rd spot for that. Mold Inspection Utah, 70 people searching for that. And you can kind of just go down the list here, especially for these location-specific ones, and being able to add in all the volumes here and what you'd be able to capitalize on with people searching. Now, if we jump over here to your website, we can see the same overview of how many keywords your website is being found for and the type of traffic that your website is bringing in. Now, if we jump in specifically to your keywords, you've got really good positioning on a lot of keywords here, which is really awesome. And being able to see, again, same thing with those location-specific. Mold testing, Salt Lake City at 100, you're in second there. Mold inspection, Salt Lake City, 100 there. So the biggest thing here is you've got tons of really great keywords, and you've got a lot of really high-ranked position keywords here, which is fantastic. It's really good metrics. I would say the biggest thing that we would want to focus here is just what other areas could we improve on, like these other rankings that are getting, minus those 3s there, but some of these that are getting into second page of Google here, or even, second, third page of Google, depending on these. And so just paying attention to what other keywords you could be able to add to your website. Currently, this one shows 7th position for mold testing Utah. It's got 150 search volume. So if we could get that up into that very top positions here, those would really help you that way as well. And so let's see. So that kind of wraps up the first thing. So again, just getting your minimum of 1,500 keywords on your homepage, or content on your homepage, and making sure, especially with those images and what you're saving those as and meta tags and things like that, that you're able to add in those additional keywords to help add to your site. Okay, let's actually jump over here to Google. Let me hurry and pull up the incognito. Okay, so we put in one of those keywords here that is high volume for mold testing Utah. First of all, of course, we see the ad section up here. The thing about ads can work. They can also be a money pit if your website isn't dialed in. So just be careful to not burn your money with Google Ads until you know for sure that your website will convert. But we're going to actually jump down below the ad section, and we're jumping into this coveted map area. This area has a lot to do with citations, which is the second thing we're going to talk about. And you're probably asking yourself, what is a citation? Why do they matter? Well, this is called the Google Map Pack. I'm sure you've seen it or used this section. And congratulations, you guys are ranking in the top of this Google Map Pack, which is fantastic. So just wanting to help explain and educate a little bit more on citations in case you're not aware of it, and just to understand it more in case you guys ever start dropping, what you can do to help make sure that you are pushed back up into that area. So citations, super simply, they're just your business name, address, and phone number listed on a bunch of online directories like Yelp, Yellow Pages, City Star, and so on. They just need to match your Google listing exactly. And having these citations helps Google to verify you and give relevance to you. So again, just make sure that you're keeping all that aware when you're trying to make sure you stay in those top 3 areas, those top 3 spots of the Google Map Pack, making sure you continue to get authoritative and industry-specific websites that'll help boost your credibility. Now, again, to be able to do these citations, you can go to websites like WhiteSpark and Bright Local. They can tell you exactly what your other competitors are listed on, and then you can go out and get those yourself, plus even more to completely dominate them and make sure that you stay in the top of that map pack. So again, congratulations on being there. Very coveted spot to be in the top. Now, the last thing that we want to go over with you today is backlinks. So let's actually pull back up Google here. This is often called link juice, and this third pillar will actually really help you dominate here on Google. So when we searched again for that mold testing Utah keyword and scroll down past the map pack, we hit this organic listing section down here. Now, this is where you want to be. Some of your key terms, you are sitting here in the top of these, and then other key terms you are not. So again, we want to sit here for as many keywords as possible. And in order to get here, you just have to beat out your competition in every aspect, every single one of those keywords, to be able to just show Google that you've got authority. So to show them you've got authority, you really want to focus on backlinks. Backlinks are just when one website links to another website online. So the easiest way to think about this link juice is to simply think about it like a popularity contest back in high school. The coolest, most popular kids, you want the coolest, most popular kids to be recommending you. So in this popularity contest of businesses, the one with the most relevant link juice or authority wins. And I say relevant because not all backlinks are created equal. So you're a mold testing company, right? Well, you wouldn't want to have a backlink from like an ice cream shop linking back to you because you guys don't churn ice cream. although tasty, that backlink would be kind of useless to you. So you just want to make sure that by having backlinks that are from like a local blog or maybe an insurance company or restoration company linking back to you, that would be much more effective than the other. And jumping over here into our tool again, we can actually see that you've got 17 backlinks being pointed back towards your site. If we jump over here to your competitor, we can see that they've got 14 backlinks. So you might be asking yourself, well, you've got more than them, right? But again, remember, look at that traffic difference here, what's actually pushing to their website. A lot of that is the authority speaking and maybe how they've used the keywords. So remember what we talked about with backlinks, quality over quantity. So yes, you might have more, but theirs are likely from more strong or relevant sources that are making this possible for them. And we're actually able to jump into this specifically and see the exact links that they are on and be able to go get those type of backlinks for ourselves as well. So really looking at all of this information, getting you to the top of Google for all of those keywords is not magic. It's just a tried and true method, and I've shown you that method today. So again, just focusing on those three things, helping get your content up to more of that minimum 1,500 words, and then using all of those keywords that you're able to capitalize on there. Second, citations. You guys are already in the top, but make sure to continue getting those from relevant sources to stay at the top. And then lastly, just making sure to focus on getting more relevant quality backlinks. As you get more of these and utilize those keywords correctly, you'll be able to go up into the rankings for these positions of the keywords a lot more, so you're showing up as number 1, 2, or 3 for all of these keywords. And so that would be the goal for you. If you implement these strategies today, you could be number 1 across Google. It's really just that simple. So I'm sure you're wondering at this point, well, what now? Well, you basically have 2 options. You can go ahead and take this information I've provided to you today and do this on your own. I'm totally cool with that. Or if you have found this information valuable and you're one of those companies that still wants to raise their hands for the most effective route to save yourself time and hassle, simply respond to this email. We'll set up a time to chat, dive deeper into your specific situation, and see what I can do to help your business really thrive. Once again, my name is Seleni, and I look forward to your email. Have a great day.